Hey there, welcome to our video about why reducing belly fat is so important for our health. You might have heard about belly fat before, but today we're going to dive deeper into why it matters. First off, let's talk about the two types of belly fat, subcutaneous and visceral. Subcutaneous fat is the one you can see and feel. It's the fat that sits just under your skin. Think of it as the padding that gives you that little extra around your waistline. It might not look great, but it's not too harmful. Now, visceral fat, that's the troublemaker. It hides deep inside your belly, around your organs, where you can't see it. This type of fat is linked to serious health problems like heart disease and diabetes. It's like an iceberg. Most of it is hidden below the surface, but it's causing big problems underneath. So, why is too much belly fat bad for us? Well, think of it like this. Your body is a finely tuned machine, and too much belly fat throws a wrench in the works. Visceral fat is like a factory that churns out harmful chemicals, messing with our body's balance and causing all sorts of trouble. When we have too much belly fat, our bodies become less sensitive to insulin, a hormone that helps control our blood sugar levels. This can lead to type 2 diabetes, where our blood sugar levels go haywire. Not fun, right? And that's not all. Excess belly fat can also mess with our blood pressure, making our hearts work harder than they should. Now, here's the thing. We can't just rely on how we look to tell us if we have too much belly fat. Sure, a bulging belly might be a sign, but it's not the whole story. That's why it's important to measure our waist circumference. It's easy. Grab a tape measure, wrap it around your belly button, and take a deep breath. Keeping that measurement in check can give us a clue about how much visceral fat we're carrying around. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. There are things we can do to tackle belly fat and improve our health. It's all about making small, sustainable changes to our lifestyle that add up over time. So now that we know why reducing belly fat is so important, let's dive into some expert-backed strategies for shrinking that spare tire and boosting our overall health. Hang tight, because we're just getting started on this journey to a healthier, happier belly. Alrighty folks, now that we understand why belly fat matters, let's talk about some practical ways we can start shedding those extra inches. These tips come straight from the experts, so you know they're backed by science and ready to help you on your journey to a trimmer tummy. Banish midnight snacking. Ever found yourself raiding the fridge at midnight? We've all been there. But those late-night snacks might be doing more harm than good. See, our bodies are better at processing food earlier in the day, so shutting down the kitchen after dinner can help us keep our weight in check. Plus, snacking late at night messes with our body's internal clock, making it harder to control our weight. So, next time you feel the urge to snack after dark, try sipping on some water instead. Carefully consider your carbs. Carbs, the ultimate love-hate relationship. While they're tasty and satisfying, not all carbs are created equal. It's the refined carbs, like sugary snacks and white bread, that we need to watch out for. These sneaky carbs can send our blood sugar levels on a roller coaster ride, leading to, you guessed it, more belly fat. Instead, opt for carbs that come bundled with fiber, like veggies and whole grains. They'll keep us fuller for longer and help us say goodbye to that stubborn belly bulge. Engage in cardio and strength training. Time to get moving. Exercise is our secret weapon against belly fat, and a combination of cardio and strength training is the winning formula. Cardio workouts like brisk walking or dancing get our hearts pumping and burn those calories, while strength training builds muscle and boosts our metabolism. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity cardio each week, along with a couple of days of strength training. Trust us, your belly will thank you for it. Fill your plate with protein. Protein isn't just for bodybuilders. It's also our best friend when it comes to feeling full and satisfied. Make sure to include lean protein sources like chicken breast or tofu in every meal and snack. Not only will it keep those pesky cravings at bay, but it'll also help us build and maintain muscle mass. Win-win! Prioritize getting good sleep. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about the importance of catching those Z's. A lack of sleep doesn't just leave us feeling groggy, it also messes with our hormones and can lead to weight gain, including around the belly area. Aim for 7-9 hours of shut-eye each night, and make sure to create a relaxing bedtime routine to help you drift off peacefully. Alrighty, let's talk about everyone's favorite question. How long does it take to lose belly fat? Well, buckle up, because we're about to dive into the nitty-gritty of weight loss and belly fat reduction. First things first, losing belly fat isn't a sprint. It's more like a marathon. It takes time, patience, and dedication to see those inches melt away. But fear not, because slow and steady wins the race when it comes to shedding those extra pounds. Now, here's the math behind it all. To lose 1 pound of fat, you need to burn 3,500 more calories than you eat. So if you want to lose a pound a week, you'll need to create a calorie deficit of 500 calories per day. That might sound like a lot, but it's totally doable with some simple tweaks to your diet and exercise routine. But here's the kicker. Losing weight isn't just about slashing calories. It's also about making healthy choices and building sustainable habits. Crash diets and extreme exercise regimens might help you drop a few pounds quickly, but they're not sustainable in the long run and can actually do more harm than good. That's why it's important to focus on gradual, sustainable weight loss. Aim to lose 1-2 pounds per week. That's a healthy and realistic goal that's more likely to stick for the long haul. Remember, slow progress is still progress, and every step in the right direction counts. But here's the thing. You can't just target belly fat specifically. Our bodies don't work like that. We lose fat from all over, not just our midsections. So while you might be eager to see those love handles disappear, it's important to be patient and trust the process. So how long will it take to see results? Well, that depends on a bunch of factors like your starting weight, your age, your metabolism, and how closely you stick to your plan. But here's the good news. Even small changes can make a big difference over time. And here's a pro tip. Don't just focus on the scale. Pay attention to how you feel, how your clothes fit, and how much energy you have. Those non-scale victories can be just as satisfying, and sometimes even more so than seeing a number on the scale drop. Your belly will thank you. Now let's bust a myth. There's no magic pill or potion that can melt away belly fat overnight. Sorry to burst your bubble, but it's true. Sustainable weight loss takes time, patience, and dedication. We all know that stress can wreak havoc on our bodies. But did you know it can also sabotage our weight loss efforts? Yup, it's true. When we're stressed, our bodies release cortisol, a hormone that can increase appetite and lead to weight gain, especially around the belly area. Now it's time to talk about the powerful combination of diet and exercise to help you achieve your goal of a trimmer waistline. First things first, let's talk about diet. When it comes to losing belly fat, what you eat plays a crucial role. But here's the thing, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to dieting. What works for one person may not work for another, so it's important to find an eating plan that suits your preferences and lifestyle. That being said, there are some key principles to keep in mind when it comes to dieting for belly fat reduction. First, focus on whole, nutrient-dense foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. These foods are rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber, which can help keep you feeling full and satisfied. Next, pay attention to portion sizes. It's easy to overeat, especially when we're faced with large portions or tempting treats. Try using smaller plates, measuring out serving sizes, and practicing mindful eating to help you control your portions and avoid overeating. And don't forget about hydration. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day can help keep you hydrated, curb cravings, and support your body's natural detoxification processes. Aim for at least 8-10 glasses of water per day, and consider adding in herbal teas or infused water for added flavor and variety. When it comes to losing belly fat, a combination of cardio and strength training is key. Try incorporating activities you enjoy, like dancing, hiking, or playing sports, to keep things fun and engaging. Remember, it's all about finding what works for you and making small, sustainable changes over time. With dedication, patience, and a positive mindset, you can achieve your goals and enjoy a happier, healthier life. You've got this!